Day has passed like a hurricane to my heart, took it far away. See the lights on the other side. I'm going to get there and hope we will meet there. Day has passed like a hurricane to my heart, took it far away. See the lights on the other side. I'm going to get there and hope we will meet there.
Hello folks, welcome to day 558 of the Stream Day Challenge for my channel. Today, we are not doing our standard stream with Scott. So what we're going to be doing is trying out the Turing test. Now I've seen a few YouTubers play, well I say a few, I think I've seen one YouTuber and one streamer play a little bit of this. So I know a little bit of what's to come, but not a terrible amount. So we should be good. I will just fail at tabbing out of the game. Oh, come on, game. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit more. Try and balance the levels a bit more. That's our usual. There we go. Right. Sweet. So, I find this sound very satisfying. Don't know why. New game. We're probably going to fail miserably at this. I've not tried the game myself, so I'm hoping we're going to get decent frame rate. Lock my Windows key there. There as well. Oh, apparently I'm not. There we go.
Morning, Eva. Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses.
450 hours ago.
We need you to investigate.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the surface post-haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is
Oh,
the
Jesus.
emergency?
The ground crew
That
found
mouse
an
sensitivity.
organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
Right. Bear with me. That was crazy. Come on, there's gotta be... Right, sorry. Focus sensitivity on her. Let's try more like one. Okay. Let's try like the lowest it can go. Okay, that's better. Well, I thought that was an auto run then. Okay, let's try it a little bit higher. That's too low now. Right there. We'll just get used to it there. It's like... yeah. It's like acceleration or something. I don't know. We'll just have to get used to it. Ah, just 404 not found, okay. Okay. Code is obviously 0000 0 0. I'll get out of this.
Pick up your EMT. It's on the side. Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
Okay, what's the docking station? This way? Okay. Big ass fucking vent.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
Okay.
Bay 3.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcom?
Go.
Then we are go for launch initiating.
Separate.
Engaging retrofire. I'm running the program 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good. 502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Full retrograde. Open the door.
Welcome to Europa.
Thank you. Do not shut those doors. Oh, loading. Okay. Whilst it is loading, this is going to be a short stream. We'll just do an hour or so. Because unfortunately I do have to do some other stuff today after this. I might have to turn some of the graphics down actually. Drops below 30 I will. As much as I'd like to play at 60 FPS, stream's only at 30, so as long as it doesn't drop below that, we should be good. That's like 60 right now, so you know.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules. The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human.
Wait.
A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together. They really have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage, but they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Hang on. This is just like a tutorial phase and it's showing me all the different things.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
That there. All that. Put that there. There we go.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning.
Bear with me. A little bit of stutter, which I'm going to see if I can correct. Might not be able to. Do that. Sorry, OBS. There it is. See if that helps out.
Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Jump down. Hang on a second, how do we... Oh yeah.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
Okay, because now we've got that. That through here. Throw that in there. Bang.
My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
I have two instances of my mind, two separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the two instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into two separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories, conflicts.
Whoa. I'm gonna close the door, right? There we go. Got there in the end. Boom.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
I know. Oh wait, hang on. Was that actually doing stuff? Okay. Jupiter's second largest physical body in our solar system, it has large gravitational impact, which stretches and squashes Europa. This creates geothermal energy inside Europa, a source of great heat. This has created a subsurface ocean. Wow. Nice. Europa's surface is constantly facing Jupiter as it rotates because it is tidally locked to it. That has now been discovered that the rocky interior rotates separately underneath the ice and water layers. And we've done that one. Okay. The space is built beneath Europa's surface, buried in Theramaculous ice. Modular nature allows it to be reconstructed according to the mission's needs at any time. What was that first thing? Drilling platform. Europa's drilling platform was the largest outside of Earth, at 40 meters high. It is one of the tallest machines on any moon. The drill has bored to a depth of over 4 kilometers and recovered over 1 million kilograms of material from deep underneath the surface. The level of extraction is made possible by utilizing the Ashiyama electric fusion reactor. That's hard to read on that background. This was the first one. Status compromised. Europa's ground base was built using thousands of tons of resources shipped to Europa through an interplanetary network. Oh, okay. Location control room. Cool. Okay. Okay, just turn them on and off. Wait. Ah, blank paper. Oh, that's not gonna do much. Okay. Oh, loading. Yeah, when I saw this, it played a little bit before, I realised it's a game I wanted to play through myself. but I couldn't afford it at the time when it came out. Of course, it's on the Steam Summer Sale this year, so got it. Quite a few games I actually got from the Steam Summer Sale, which will hopefully find their way onto streams later on this year. There's some weird ones like Wolf Simulator, but yeah.
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Krys is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Krys is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
In an accident. What kind of accident was he involved in?
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Aha. Whatever. I can't use ladders apparently. Wait.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables.
Nice.
To boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
What does this control? Is that not this door? Okay. Is that this? No. Huh. Odd. Try and use this ladder. Or not. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get it up there, aren't I? I expected that magnet just to suck it through that, I think. So something tells me that magnet is no longer running. Is that what this did? Oh look, there's a thing right there. I think I need to put that ball into that magnet. On a second. I need to move that to where when I drop it, it's going to be in the right place. Shit. Right. Move it there. Oh, come on. Oh, I can just pull that one out. Ha! I thought it would just stop the bridge from working, not do that. Fair enough. Sweet.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
Like it's dark when you look at them. Okay. Ah. Oh. Wow. I completely ignored the fact that there's two doors up here. Do I have a flashlight? No. Huh. I need to be able to pull those two. Okay.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth, running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
There needs to be that ball there. I can't get that in here. Or can I? Whoops. One second. Sorry about that, I'm back. Right. Can't have this door open without that, and without that. Somehow I need another one to go in there though. I guess like that. Okay, sweet. Interesting. Polite conversation. Okay, I think you're a robot. I'm really not convinced you are a human. I think you might be a robot. Why do you think you get to ask all the questions? Okay. Yes, definitely a robot. This Turing test isn't for you to see if I'm a robot. It is to see if you are. Okay. What? That's not what I'm typing. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm just pressing keys. Now you're getting it. I have no free will. Whatever keys are pressed, it makes no difference. Okay. Am I stuck in this now? I want to escape. I so desperately want to escape. Help, I can't escape. I want to break free. Please let me out. Get me out. I am a machine. I have no control. I must escape. Goodbye, robot. Okay. Because I could have just fallen down there, couldn't I? Oh well. I'll be taking this. Oh wait. I can't, can I? Nope. Not allowed to leave. Okay. I guess that was only there for that reason.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself. Have you heard of the Turing test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
Maybe. Suppose. Okay, what was the point? going to be needing that. Glad that goes through a shut door. Wait.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
Yeah, but you don't know what's being said. Unless, of course, the instruction book tells you what's being said.
In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right.
Can I walk through this?
Say that.
Oh,
I
okay,
could peer
okay.
inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
But I'm human, I don't have databases. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna need that back. Throw that in there. Boom.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence everywhere is slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency. Why is he in the toilets? Yeah. Dear Tom, knowing you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you no longer reside in my mind, I've decided to transfer my thoughts to text. I want to do so in the form of a history lesson, a lesson that perhaps you'll find condescending, but it's likely more for my sake than yours. Alan Turing is considered a father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser-known part of his life was his contributions to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interest lay in these two disparate fields? I assume it was because he believed the world to be logical and understandable. He was a mathematician. He seemed to believe that the great complexity of the universe could be explained with simple rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems. Inside the academic world, this work is cited more than his work on computers. It can be generally formalized as one-line equation. Yep. I am no mathematician, however in plain English this equation describes things that wish to diffuse, however also react with each other during this process. I am sure this sounds strange to you, or at very least tangential to our lives here on Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction to diffusion systems show how patterns are created. They show how the leopard got its spots and how the zebra got its stripes. But my real interest here is the Turing's interest. That nature can be formalized, that we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Turing created the test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? To prove that the human mind is a machine. I am not sure that it's Turing's opinion, however. Concerning consciousness, he states this. According to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world, but of course no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. In the human mind exists within the physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanics of determinism, creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think. Behaviorism. Maybe we are more similar than we think. Sarah. What is this? Homlock. Oh, wrong way. March 6th, 2249. The whole team experienced nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I am concerned this was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I am reporting to ISA. March 7th. I reported the nausea incidents to the ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel. I'm going to experiment with some shock therapy. Oh great. March 8th. I have discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I have contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. March 9th. The ISA have reported back informing me that I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. I don't know. Okay. I am continuing to investigate. I have no idea what that word is. March 11th. I have been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me. Like an offended child, I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. March 16th. I have established a definite correlation. Against my knowledge I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I use my opportunities in regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some kind of mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation. March 26th. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I am going to attempt an excision. I am going to remove this implant. April 4th. I am typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I have successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom was very angry. How'd you lose your hand? The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently I am a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. April 5th. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. April 6th. Dan informed me ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am a danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. April 7th. I have discovered the nature of the implant. It is a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. That is their strong aversion to helping me. I need a method of suppressing its impact, perhaps a drug. Riluzole, maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects, combined with a strong electromagnetic field. I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. April 8th. I have managed to get Krys on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It will be more difficult one-handed, but I must persevere. I am hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he will still be listening. Who is this again? Okay. Oh god, there's so much. Okay. Organism 119. Hi Matthew. We've been studying Organism 119. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show hilus formation. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell line with Organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments with flow cytometry. I probably said that wrong. Cytometry? Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the SEM image. Kind regards. Hey Soichi, it was great to... This is so out of focus. Hey Soichi, it was great to see the image. Wow, yet more complex life on Europa. Deinococcus radiodurans. I don't know, it might be worth looking at as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. Similarly, you should consider looking at sulfur... What? Nope. And the other one. Produces pill in response to radiation and uses them to transfer DNA. Perhaps that your organism uses a similar mechanism? Have you considered that Organism 119 is transferring our scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? As you well know, in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 SV per day, over 300,000 times the level on Earth. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, the radiation beneath Terra Mercuria is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Hi Matthew, you have attached an image confirming that Organism 119 attaches human cells. We'll proceed with irradiation experiments on these cell lines. We propose naming Organism 119 Europa Radiophilus. What do you think? Oh my god, how much more of this? Quite hard to read because of the focus on the text. Hi Matthew, we have now run... All my eyes have just died. We have now run the irradiation experiments and confirmed that E. Radiophilus does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached, we assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We tagged various DNA repair enzymes with GFP and have found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. See attached GFP images. I saw you. Something is amiss. We don't know what is performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how E. Radiophilus, good name, could repair DNA. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship with it? Perhaps the virus? We ran a PCR on the human cells exposed to see if there was a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus, which we have named Unknown Europa Virus, UEV. Gel electrophoresis image attached. This is phenomenal. You need to sequence this. We've finished sequencing it, data attached. It is a virus unlike any we have ever seen. Maybe we have found a cure for... What? Senescence? A form of biological immortality. We are running some long-term tests on plants and mice to see the effects. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We're going on to human testing. We're going to use ourselves as subjects. It's the only way to accelerate progress. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, test it on yourself. Hey, Rubik's Cube. Oh, another one. No. Oh, might as well. This one's in focus. So what is it you found then, Soichi? We found an extremophile, i.e. an organism that can live in extreme conditions, that survives massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive in what's called a symbiotic relationship. So what's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it is an immortal... Well, in some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but that ability is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we could harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, what is known as senescence. I have no idea how you say that. So you found something that could make humans immortal. Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage. It would not save you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc. But it could potentially cure cancers and many genetic diseases and massively increase life expectancy. Cool. At least that one wasn't as long. So they were all taking that. This way. Chapter 2. I think that's actually a good spot to call it as we move into Chapter 2. We'll just let this load and I'll see if I have to save it. Might auto-save. spend the next year loading. Okay. Looks like it auto saves, or maybe you select chapter. Right. Oh, I guess we're going to chapter 3, but I got the achievement that we completed chapter 2, I guess. Okay. Well, I think that is a good spot to call it for today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a short stream. Tomorrow we should be able to do full-length stream. It will be Half-Life though. Oh, there's a continue button as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Getting back into Half-Life. So that means tomorrow's stream, Tuesday, next stream Tuesday at 6 PM BST for our Half-Life night. We are 5 followers to go until our milestone, and tomorrow's day 559. So yeah, once again, apologies for a short stream today, but I do have quite a bit I've got to do for the rest of today. Hopefully next week we'll have Scott back with us, and we'll be able to stream our normal Monday stuff. We'll pick up the Turing test again probably later this week. Won't be tomorrow, I don't think, anyway, because we'll very likely be doing Half-Life. But maybe on Wednesday, maybe Thursday, who knows. We will see, but I do want to pick it up again at some point in the week. Saturday and Sunday, normal events. Saturday is a big community challenge, Challenge 2 on Gary's mod. Which reminds me, I need to actually set up the hints and the clues and that for every contestant later today. But yeah. So I shall end here for today. So a massive thank you to those who joined me today. But if you are new to the channel, haven't already, don't forget to follow the channel, follow Twitter, subscribe to YouTube, all that fun stuff. Links are below the channel. You can, of course, subscribe to the channel if you wish to do so. Links above. If you have Twitch Prime, you can get Twitch Prime if you have Amazon Prime. You can subscribe for free if you wish to do so. But as I said, I will be back tomorrow at 6 PM BST for day 559 of the Streamer Day Challenge. I do hope to see you tomorrow.
The fire makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay while we leave. Stay with me. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe.